Hi, this is Shankar, Assistant Professor from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss about mobile information architecture. Let us see detailedly what is mobile information architecture. Before going to discuss about mobile information architecture, initially let us know what is information architecture. Information architecture definition outlines the following. The first one is the structural design of shared information environments. The combination of organizations, labeling, searching, and navigation system within websites and intranets. The art and science of shaping information products and experience to support usability and findability. An emerging discipline and community of practice focused on bringing principles of design and architecture to the digital landscape. So let us see what is mobile information architecture. Mobile information architecture is all about simplification and elimination, grouping content and placing them by context, taking into account the uncertain connection, speed, and large variety of device and OS features. And of course, rapid changes in the industry. It's all about grouping and arranging content and tasks into a logical flow and help users to easily find information and complete certain tasks. These tasks could be navigation, reading content, paying bills, sign up, search, and etc. The information architecture is often used as an umbrella term to describe several unique disciplines include the following. The first one is information architecture. The organization of data within an informational space. In other words, how the user will get to information or perform task within a website or application. Next, interaction design. The design of how the user can participate with the information present either in a direct or indirect way, meaning how the user will interact with the website of application to create a more meaningful experience and accomplish her goal. Next, information design. That is the visual layout of information or how the user will assess meaning and direction given the information presented to him. Next, navigation design. The words used to describe information space, the labels or triggers used to tell the users what something is and to establish the expectation of what they will find. Next, interface design. The design of the visual paradigms used to create action or understanding. Let us see about detailing about mobile information architecture. And this the first one is keeping it simple. When thinking about your mobile information architecture, you have to keep it as simple as possible. The first one is support your defined goals. It means that before attending the defined goal, all the people should ask themselves, what need does my application fills? What are people trying to do here? What is their primary goal? The second one is clear, simple labels. In this, higher threshold of pain when clicking about on a desktop site or application, hunting and picking for tasty modes. Mobile platforms are short to the point, get it quick, and get out types of task. Keep the labels short and descriptive and never try to be clever with the words to evoke actions. The next one in mobile information architecture is sitemaps. Sitemaps are a classic information architecture deliverable. They represent the relationship of content to other content and provide a map for how the user will travel through the informational space. It is given in the figure. So, for example, if you have home page, if you want to go where, whether about the about us or product and services, From the product and services, you want to navigate support or news and events or blogs or contact us. If contact us where the location is. So the sitemaps are a classic information architecture that are deliverable. It is a visual representation of the relationship of content to one content to other content. The next one, click streams. Clickstream is a term used for showing the behavior or website or behavior on website, displaying the order in which users travel through sites. Information usually based on data gathered from several logs. Clickstreams are usually historical, used to see the flaws in your information architecture, typically using heat mapping or simple percentages to show where your users are going. It is useful tool for architecting large websites. The example flow is given in the right hand side. The next one is wireframes. Wireframes are a way to lay out information on the page, also referred to as information design. Sitemaps shows how our content is organized in our informational space. Wireframes shows how the user will directly interact with it. They all they also serve to separate layout from visual design, defining how the user will interact with the experience. Wireframes like the one in given the figure serve to make our information space tangible and useful. The next one is prototyping. Prototyping is an experimental process where design teams implement ideas to tangible forms from paper to digital. Teams build prototypes of varying degrees of fidelity to capture design concepts and test on users. Prototype is useful as allowing the developers to build the website accurately from the beginning. Prototypes can be refined and validate the designs so the brand can release the right product. Next one is paper prototype. The most basic level of prototyping is the paper prototype. Taking our printout wireframes or even drawing of our interface like the one shown in above figure and putting them in front of people. Next one is context prototype. Taking a higher end device that enables you to load full screen images on it. Take your wireframe or sketches and load them onto the device sized to fill the device screen. This example is given below. Next one is HTML prototype. This is a prototype that can actually load onto a device and produce the nearest experience to the final product, but with static dummy content and data, it takes little extra time, but it is worth the effort. The example is given below. Next one is design mind. A little secret about interactive design is that people don't respond to the visual aesthetic as much as we might think. What colors you use, whether you see square or rounded corners or gradients or flat backgrounds, helps build first impressions, but it does not do too much to improve the user's experience. Users appreciate good design, but they are quickly indifferent about their visual aesthetics and move almost immediately to the layout. What things are called the findability of content and how intuitive it is to perform tasks. These are all facts of information architecture. Thank you for watching this lecture series. Thank you all.